The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, Georgia's still number 2.
Yeah, they're so good.
Well, every one of them won, so why change it, I guess.
I think they all should hand in their credentials. I mean, they've won 26 in a row, 41 out of 42, two-time defending champions. They're the number 1 team in the country, period. Case closed.
All right. They are in the coaches poll. So, look on the bright side, Bob. You got the coaches poll there.
I just can't. I don't know. Who are these talking? These people are just, I'm telling you, they just need to, they don't know anything about college football. They just need to get out.
I'm sure that's why they selected them to be on this committee, because they didn't know anything about college football.
They failed every test they took. So.
All right. Well, the Chamber of Commerce got some folks in here this morning to talk about the upcoming big event. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing
Good.
well. Thanks for having us.
All right. What's going on with the Chamber of Commerce?
All right. Well, we have our annual Christmas parade coming up Saturday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. downtown Jesup, as always. We've got a great theme this year. It all started in a stable, and the parade will be presented by Marshland Credit Union.
Okay.
And then I'll go over our Cherry Street stage and First Street stage sponsors, and then who's going to be performing. So on Cherry Street, we have got, it's sponsored by Interstate Credit Union, and then we're going to have the Wayne Christian Academy Choir performing the national anthem. Then on the First Street stage, it's sponsored by Deals and Steels Bin Store and Robinson Liquidation Center, and then performing there is going to be the James E. Bacon Elementary Choir. So y'all need to come out and check those out. We do have sponsorship opportunities available until Friday, November 17th. And then if you're wanting to participate in the Christmas parade, the application deadline for that is going to be Monday, November 27th. The entry fee for that is chamber members $35, non-members $45. So if you're wanting to come be in the parade, come join us.
Okay. Sounds good. There's going to be a bunch of. It's always a lot of fun at the,
Yes.
at the Wayne County Christmas Parade put on by the Chamber of Commerce.
A lot goes into it.
It is.
Yeah, if you've never worked on that committee, you wouldn't believe the amount of work that
Yes.
goes into putting this parade on.
And
for
it's
the,
growing. I think yesterday at the meeting they said they're expecting about 120 floats. So,
wow.
Yep.
Man.
Just getting
that's
bigger and
floats
brighter and
entries and cars and,
Yep.
golf carts and, all kinds of stuff. And a whole bunch of big floats, though.
Yeah, so they don't have to necessarily have a great big float. If
No,
they
they
have an
don't. No, they can have
organization and they
anything.
just want to drive
Yeah.
a little golf cart, they can enter with just a golf cart
Right.
just to get their name out there.
Tricycle, it doesn't matter.
But, yep. Well, I mean,
Whatever works for you, right?
yeah. We do also have a couple other opportunities to come hang out with the chamber coming up. We have a business after hours Thursday, November 16th at County Financial from 5 to 7 p.m. And then the Holiday Inn Express is finally open. That's a big deal for us in
It
Jesup.
is, yeah.
And we've got the ribbon
Past
cutting Monday, November 20th at 5.
November 20th at 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The ribbon cutting on the brand new Holiday Inn Express.
Yes, sir.
Located right there behind Omaha Steak and Seafood.
Yeah.
Can't miss it. Tallest building in town.
And it looks good. It
looks
nice.
great. It looks great. It's going to be a big asset to Jesup and Wayne County, as folks can come into a very nice quality hotel there and enjoy their visit here in Jesup and Wayne County.
Yes, sir. We're excited.
Yes, sirree.
You coming to the parade?
Coming to the parade? I hope so.
Yeah.
If my hip will allow me. But I hope to be there, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll
Yeah.
see you there.
Yeah, I hope to be there. Anything else going on in the chamber?
I mean, we're busy right
I
now.
know
The
you are
chamber
busy,
is
aren't you?
always going on, but that's the big things coming up is the business after hours at County Financial on November 16th. And then Monday, November 20th is that Holiday Inn Express ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the parade. The parade's our big
the parade's a big
yearly
thing
event.
on the first Saturday in December.
December 2nd at 7 p.m.
Starts at 7.
Make sure you stop and shop in all of the stores throughout the day.
Right.
And then hang out with us for the evening and watch the parade.
Did they say they're going to be playing the game? Going to be trying to play the game?
They're trying to broadcast the game during the day.
The Georgia.
The
When we say
game.
Georgia, it should be Georgia. It's
Yeah.
going to be the SEC championship game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Georgia, Alabama.
So they're working on
Georgia,
that.
Alabama.
And I know there's been some concern about the first, I think it's the first street stage, the lighting being a little dark over there. So we're working on making sure that that's even brighter. That's the stage right in front of the chamber. So we're working
Okay.
on getting it even brighter over there.
Getting it
for
brighter
safety.
over there on First Street in front of the
'cause it's
chamber.
a little bit dark over in that corner.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit dark because you want to be able to see those floats all
Right.
lit up.
Right. Yep.
It's such a gorgeous parade. I mean, people really put a lot of effort and time into making these different, the cars, the floats, whatever it may be. There's all kinds of different vehicles going to be in there. Shriners
Yeah.
going to be here this year?
They are.
Yeah, they
They are.
Making
All right,
all the
fun time
noise.
will be had by all.
Yes.
Yeah, making all the noise.
Yes, sirree.
Yep, it should be good. The theme again is it all started in a stable, and we do still have sponsorship opportunities. So if there's a business that wants to help sponsor the parade and get their name out there, they can get a hold of the chamber. That's due Friday, November 17th. And if there's an organization that wants to be in the parade, like I said, anything
Anybody
from
wants to be in the parade?
walking to a big float, that application deadline is Monday, November 27th.
Okay, make an entry into the parade and get seen by thousands and thousands and thousands of eyeballs
Yes.
Yeah.
and ears. Be here.
And it will be on WTOC again.
They'll come up and set up their scaffolding, record
Yeah.
it, and then play it back on at
Yeah.
a later date.
So if you come and you're in the crowd, you may end up seeing yourself on TV later.
Yeah, just go stand right there in front of
Yep.
the
Yep.
TOC scaffolding and just keep waving.
Yep.
You may be on there.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate y'all coming in. I guess y'all be back in before long in a couple of weeks to talk about what's going on in the chamber once again, right?
We
Probably,
Sure will.
yes. Sir.
Probably. Huh? All right. Bob, any questions or comments for our ladies this morning?
Well, I think they covered it pretty well.
Yes, they did. We give you an A+ in covering it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care. All right. More of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a moment.
It's the Wayne County Young Farmers Truck Pull at the JC Fairgrounds Friday and Saturday,
November 10th and 11th.
7 p.m. both nights. Join the Wayne County Young Farmers for lots of family fun and entertainment.
Get ready for the truck pull.
Watch the 2- and 4-wheel drive modified trucks, 2-wheel drive blower trucks,
2-wheel drive Pro Street truck.
the 4-wheel drive Pro Stock trucks, and the 4-wheel drive diesel trucks. It's the Wayne County Young Farmers Truck Pull at the JC Fairgrounds, both Friday night and Saturday night,
November 10th and 11th.
7 p.m. Adult admission,
$20.
children 6 to 12,
$10.
under 6 free. Concessions will be available and no alcoholic beverages allowed.
It's the annual Wayne County Young Farmer Truck Pull.
At the Jesup JC Fairground, Highway 84. 7 p.m. both nights. All pullers must attend the drivers' meeting each night. For more information, call 912-294-3484 or Wayne County Young Farmers on Facebook.
Bob, you're taking this too seriously on first, second, third, and fourth in the
It's just
the
this.
playoff committee
It's just
there.
this total disrespect.
disrespect. That's a little motivation there for
Kirby
Kirby.
Smart has won 41 of 42 games, 26 in a row, 2-time defending national champions. That's the number one team in
You're
the country.
taking it way too personal. You're getting upset.
I'm
No
just-
reason to get upset.
I'm just telling you, they should hand in their credentials. They're a bunch of fools. What are they watching on Saturdays?
well, Georgia beats
Ohio State. Guess who they lost to last year? Georgia.
Georgia. Yes, they did.
Wide left.
It doesn't matter what went on
CJ
last year or
Stroud.
the year
CJ
before.
Stroud
It's
ain't
just-
walking to that building with Ohio State.
It's the strength of schedule for this year.
If
Now
we
Georgia
play-
goes off and beats Ole
we-
Miss this weekend. That's a whole different ball game right there because you're beating a top 10 team. And of course, Ohio State has to play Penn State, right? What if both of them wins? You know, I guess they just don't muddle it up. It's just like they've kept Georgia at the top of the heap of the pile there on the coaches show all year long because you're on top dog until someone beats you. You stay there.
I don't understand how they're being disrespected. They can talk all that garbage they want, but Georgia's proven they're the best team in the country. Everybody knows they're the best team in the country, except the committee. They're a bunch of
for the
fools.
committee. All
They
right.
should hand in their credentials and
All
walk
right,
out the
Bob,
door.
you're taking this way too serious. Just
I'm
back
just
off
telling
a little
you.
bit. Get a
I'm
little,
just-
get a little
I'm
bit
just
more
stating-
material
I'm
there
just
for Kirby.
stating fact.
Yeah, just
We don't need any bullet. We're just gonna go out there and beat Ole Miss, beat Tennessee, beat Tech. win the playoffs, win a third national championship, and all those people have egg on their face. I can't even look at Boogie McFarland. That fool, he shouldn't even be on TV. He said emphatically that Georgia would never win a national championship with Stetson Bennett. How's he still on TV? He should have been fired.
We've all been wrong before, Bob.
I mean, the way he said, he didn't say.
Yeah. Well, that was his thoughts and feelings. He has the right to say that. Everybody has the right to say what they want to say and express their feelings without people getting upset and mad.
When he's that stupid, they should fire him.
If everybody got fired for doing stupid things, Bob, no one would be working.
I don't know about that. I just think he's a fool.
Those are the opinions of Bob Morgan.
I can't stand to watch him. How can you believe anything? I mean, he doesn't know anything.
But he gets paid big bucks not know anything, right, Bob?
They should be handing out pink slips. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired.
You don't fire people just because of their opinions, Bob. That's just,
Is that adamant?
We've gotten that within this country where if somebody has a different opinion of you, you get mad at them. I'm mad at you because you don't agree with what I say.
He stated it's a fact. He said that's a fact. George could never.
Well, that's the way he thought.
He
He was wrong.
Not only did they win one, they won two.
They won two. They deuced it up there. Yes, sir.
I'm just ready for that SEC championship game. Georgia, Alabama. It's going to be fun. Always fun when you can beat Nick Saban.
Okay.
Isn't it funny how
we still got two more quality teams to go here, Bob?
It's funny how things change in the beginning of the year when Alabama lost to Texas. It was gloom and doom, and Saban doesn't know what he's doing. And now they're knocking at the door, going to the SEC championship game.
Right. People were wrong then saying stuff about Alabama, but yeah. I
mean, they were writing off Nick Saban. That was foolish. So
yeah,
that'll be a fun game.
They got the hosses out there. They still get 1, 2, or 3 top recruiting class every year. It's just putting it together, and they got to put it together this year.
Carson Beck's get better and better every game. So
yes, he is. Carson Beck's looking good, making some good decisions out there, good throws.
But everybody knows, anybody with half a brain that knows college football knows Georgia's the best team in the country, except the committee. So they look foolish.
According to you.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Lock it, load it, take it to the bank. Go Dogs.
All right, Bob. Just chill out a little bit. Yeah.
It just upsets me that they can't. I mean, they can't even justify it. They tried to justify it last night. They can't justify it. You realize how hard it is to win 41 out of 42 games in college football? You don't know what goes on
last year. It's this year, Bob. You look at this year, not last year.
I'm talking about the last 3 years. 41 out of 42 games.
All that.
How's that not number one?
You look at what the strength of schedule for this year is what they're looking at, according to what they're saying.
Throw the strength of schedule out the window.
Well, that's what they base it on, Bob. I mean, that's their credentials. We base it on strength of schedule. They got this whole formula.
It's called the eye test. That's what you watch you watch the games on Saturday, and you know Georgia's better than Ohio State. They're better than Michigan. They're better than all those teams. So,
all right. Well, we'll find out in the next 2 games, won't we? Against Ole Miss and Tennessee.
Not worried about either one of those.
You're not. Oh, come on! You were worried about Tennessee for the even season started.
I'm not worried about them anymore.
Bob.
Georgia's playing too well. Kirby's got them dialed in.
So got them dialed in.
I'm excited.
All right.
Ready to go to Atlanta December 2nd and watch us beat Nick Saban.
Okay.
Early Christmas present. Go Dogs.
All right. Well, we had the election yesterday in the city of Jesup, and Ralph, the incumbent, is coming back in for 4 years.
Yep.
In addition to the 2 that he's just about served already.
Yeah, the story, the bottom line was just sad to see the low turnout in the city of Jesup.
Low turnout.
I mean, just less than 20.
What was the total percentage?
I think it was less than 20%.
Less than 20% decided the 3 city council people and the mayor. Man.
It is what it is. But like I said, the joke last night, you had to be in law enforcement to win. So
it looked that way. All of them have been in law enforcement just about.
And like I said, the story goes back. Perry got treated badly, and those people took offense. So they're going to send a message, and then when they get in January, changes are coming. So, just sit back and wait, because that was the story last night when I talked to all 3 of them. So they've got their agenda, and they're ready to roll. All takes place in January.
So Jonathan McCullough, he was for law enforcement at one time?
He was with the police department the same time Perry was there.
Okay.
He worked under Perry.
Okay. And, of course, we know Mike Dill was.
He
was police chief at one time.
Like I said,
back in them olden days.
He hired both of those guys.
That's right. Back in the olden days, he was police chief before he became city manager. Back when he was a young man. like us back then. We were young men, Bob.
But those 3 people take office in January. And I said the mayor stays as mayor, but I said he has another term. So,
No, he just about to
congratulations
finish
to
up 2
him.
years, and then now he'll go for 4 years. Yeah.
All right. So, but like I said, the big story was the low turnout.
Well, as
I don't know what you can do. 3
got the
weeks out of
stats the other day, the turnout for city elections have always been low.
And like I talked to people that are involved in these elections. People don't realize how much money these elections are costing. I mean, it's a very, very expensive process, especially
Reduce
3
it
weeks
down to
early
2 weeks.
voting. I mean,
2 weeks and the 2 Saturdays.
so if you see Stephen Meeks
Election
or
day.
Buddy DeLoach or some of these state representatives,
They ain't going to do it. There would be riots
gotta-
in the street, Bob, if you did that. They know that. That's the reason why they're not going to touch it.
Well, they're trying to bankrupt counties like Wayne and Long and Pierce and Appleton. I mean, it's a very
They're
expensive
not gonna touch
process.
it. Take my word for it. They're not going to touch it. It makes sense. It makes common sense. But sometimes common sense gets thrown out the door, Bob.
Those 2 Saturdays are a waste of time. I mean, I think Wayne County had 19 votes one Saturday and 13 the other, all day long,
Yeah.
from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You talk about a waste of money.
Everybody who votes in 3 weeks can vote in 2 weeks. And everybody who votes in 2 Saturdays can vote in 1 Saturday. Then you got election day.
I want to go back to we just get out there and vote on election day. That's what it should do, but that's just my opinion. 3 weeks early to vote is just a waste of time. But like I said, it was just sad to see the low turnout. You got 5,237 votes in registered voters, and where those 3,000 people?
Same way they have been for the last many city elections. They just decide
Where
that,
are they?
They don't
want to get involved.
don't want to get involved.
And it's really, you got Veterans Day this weekend. You think about that's something these people fought and died for.
Well,
It's your
they
right to
fought
vote.
for. Some died, and some just served and came back.
The fact that you don't honor that by going to vote, just sad to me. But anyway,
Yeah, Veterans Day coming up this Saturday. You got the big Veterans Day parade in downtown Jesup beginning at 11 o'clock. And everyone's invited to go to that. 11 o'clock on the 11th.
had a nice show last night on Dolly Parton. She's got a rock album out. I didn't know that.
I know. I heard about that. How
30
did she put out
songs.
a rock album?
She got together with everybody. She got together and Paul
just
McCartney
got
and
all those
Sting.
stars
Yeah,
to-
she called them all up, and they're on the album with
Of course
her.
they get. What are you gonna say no to Dolly?
That's what they say.
You can't say no to Dolly.
She's an icon.
Yeah.
77, and she's a rock star now. I like it.
I know. You go, girl, go.
Got to find that album.
Yeah. You ever been to Dollywood up in that mountain?
No, but
Neither have I.
they showed it. But and Carly Pierce was apparently that's where she got her start from. So that was a big part of the show last night. That's where she began her singing career as a 14-year-old child in Dollywood, performing in Christmas shows. But now she's a country star, and now she's a member of the Grand Ole Opry. So it was a good interview last night, Robin Roberts. Glad I got home in time to see that. But
Okay.
you got to check that album out, Dolly Parton, Rock Star.
Rock star Dolly, spreading her wings into another genre there.
Still remember that movie 9 to 5. Still one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, 9 to 5. Yeah.
It's a
Good,
great-
good funny movie there around 1980.
That's a
There.
great movie.
Yeah. CMA awards are on tonight.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Peyton Manning and Luke Bryan, the host.
Peyton's gonna co-host, huh?
Yeah, they're the two
That
hosts.
ought to be fun. And Luke, of course.
Peyton's funny.
Yeah, he
still-
is.
But when he did Saturday Night Live, that's still one of the funniest Saturday Night Live skits ever. I mean, he put on a good show. He's an entertainer.
A great quarterback and doing a good job here in entertainment.
It should be fun. CMA Awards tonight. Got a big tribute to Jimmy Buffett during the show, so looking forward to that.
Oh, a big tribute to Jimmy. That's good. Good. It's still hard to believe that he's not around. You know, he's just a great entertainer, great guy, good businessman, and just
Left a lot of great music behind us, for
yes,
sure.
he did. Yes, he did. People just love going. I mean, parrot heads. I mean, you got a whole group of people out there that consider themselves parrot heads. You know, just the. I mean, he didn't have hardly. I don't. He never had a top #1 single. He had just a handful in the top 20, but he just made a great career out of making people feel good.
Margaritaville didn't hit #1.
No,
They didn't.
no, didn't make none of them made #1. No.
Oh, well. Great song.
Yeah, great song. And but that was way back in the 70s when that came out, and Boy, you see him over the last 20 years, and you think that's what Jimmy Buffett looks like. But you look at the pictures of him back in the 70s and 60s and 70s and into the 80s. You wouldn't be able to pick him out. He had the long hair, the big old mustache, and everything. You wouldn't say that was Jimmy Buffett until you heard him sing. All right, anything else in your mind this morning, Bob?
Just fired up about this football game. Talked to Coach Shaw yesterday. They're ready to roll. So
Wayne County, Spalding County, up in Spalding this Saturday night. Kickoff 6 o'clock. Go Wayne County.
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets. Have a good day. All right, the world famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, brought to you by Van's Barbecue, First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, O'Quinn and Associates, and Connection Coffee and Creamery.